No.
Quiz tomorrow, yeah.
And are we going to get a review?
Today, yeah. And then tomorrow, the test. Hey, don't complain too much because I was going to offer a carrot to you guys, but
Offer it. Carrots? I don't like carrots.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Go ahead.
this was going to be a group test. But I mean, if you keep hammering me in here, maybe it'll be individual. But the problem is, you'll still have different problems from each other, different numbers, but you'll be able to talk to each other about solving them. No, no help from me, but you can have help from your partners. You'll have help from your partners. All right, here we go. Hyperbolas today. So the first derivative said equal to the first derivative and solve. Solve that. Move the 5 over and factor or do the quadratic formula. All right, I would do the quadratic formula. All right, so we're going to look at hyperbolas today. A hyperbola is a set of all points in a plane whose distances from two fixed points in the plane has a constant difference. Any ellipse would be a constant sum. So we have foci, a focal axis, a minor axis, a major axis, and I don't know what just happened. Here we go back to here. So this is what's going on. It's a double parabola. A hyperbola is basically a double parabola that goes around a focus, just like parabolas went around a focus. Hyperbolas go around a focus. There's a center point, and then there's two vertices. Okay? This is called the focal axis because the focuses are on the focal axis. Okay? So there are hyperbolas that wrap around a focus. Okay? And they're the same. Everything is a mirror image of itself. Now, the easy part is once you get them figured out, because what there are is a couple asymptotes that go through the center, and they kind of wrap and go close to the asymptotes. Okay? So their distance, the distance is the difference between this and this. You don't have to worry about that so much. We're going to, so they're either a left-right hyperbola, a left-right one using this equation, or an up-down one using this equation. Now, the asymptotes for a right-left is b over a times x. For an up and down is a over b over x. But we'll get to the, there. That's what you put on your note cards. Go. Do I have more note cards? Yes, but didn't I hand you big note cards? Oh, so yeah, if you need another note card, I'll give you another note card.
Thank you.
You need one? Sorry. Anybody else need another note card? sorry that you're so tired.
I don't believe so. Do you think we'll have an early out?
No.
I mean, considering they
I
want us
think
out
we'll have
on
the game
Tuesday,
tonight.
yes.
I don't think we'll have an early out. I hope gymnastics happens tonight.
Why?
They're a little further away. Parks and Ethan Hansen, not Vernon.
What about Lennox?
What's going on with Lennox?
Nothing.
Because we played Del Rapids in basketball tonight.
Yeah, wait, is Dell's coming? No, it's away.
It's at Dell's. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, that's enough. Kristen said, drop it. I said, drop it. I can't even see the little screen.
Okay, we ready?
No.
Okay.
Need about 6 minutes. Is it all his words? Are you eating naughty and nice? Which one are you?
That's even
You want to
Okay.
do that? Naughty. But she
We ready? Sounds like it. So let me go then to these. All right. Find the vertices of the hyperbola. Okay. So when x is positive, okay, it makes a big difference whether x is positive or y is positive. Okay? We good? Uh-huh. Okay. So when x is positive for a hyperbola, okay, then we have the first column, which the vertices are at h plus a. So the vertices of this parabola are at 4, 0, and negative 4, 0, because this is a squared and this is b squared. So a would be 4, b would be the square root of 5. And then you know that c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So the vertices are at 4, 0, and negative 4, 0. The foci are at c, so you have to take a squared plus b squared. What's 16 plus 5? 21. So c squared equals 21. So c must be the square root of 21. So the foci of the hyperbola are going to be at the square root of 21, 0, and negative square root of 21, 0. Okay? So A, B, and C. To understand A, B, and C is the important part. Okay? So if you're not equal to 1 at the start, you have to divide so you're equal to 1. So this one is x squared over 4 minus y squared over 16 equals 1. Okay? So your vertices are going to be here, okay? You're going to use your positive ones to find your vertices. So they're going to be, what's the square root of 4? So they're going to be at 2, 0, and negative 2, 0. Your foci, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So c squared equals 4 plus 16. So c squared equals 20. So c equals the square root of 20. How does the square root of 20 break down? Square root of 4, square root of 5, which is 2 square root of 5. So it's going to be 2 square root of 5, 0, and negative 2 square root of 5, 0. Positive or negative 2 square root of 5, 0. You can grab your Tic Tacs, that's fine. All right. Whoops. All right. For these graphs, you're going to have to match graphs. This problem is actually fairly easy because this one has a center of 0, 0, and this one has a center of 0, 0. Okay? So, if x is positive, then it's a right-left one with a center of 0, 0. So then that goes to that one. If y is positive, it's an up-down with a center of 0, 0. If it's an up-down, y is positive. If it's a right-left, x is positive. Okay? So, for a problem like that, that's fairly straightforward. You just have to match a correct graph. Okay? Knowing that when x is positive, it's right-left. When y is positive, it's up-down. Okay, looking at these, x is positive. So what is it? Right-left or up-down? Right-left. Y is positive. Right-left or up-down? Up-down. Okay. X is positive. Right-left or up-down? Right-left. Okay. So it's not this one or this one. So to determine between these two, I got to figure out my center. Where's my center of these two since I have subtraction in the numerator? 1, 2. It's the opposite of these. So it's 1, 2 over 1 up 2 looks like D, not A. Okay? Find the equation of the standard form of hyperbola. Okay. The transverse axis is the other axis. You have a major axis and a transverse axis. So this would be the B axis. So you take this and divide it by 2 to find what B is. 10 divided by 2 is 5. That's what it's going to be, B. Okay? The foci, are they on the x-axis or y-axis? Y-axis. So it's going to be an up-down parabola. So y is going to be positive. It doesn't talk about a center, so the center is going to be 0, 0. So it's going to be y squared over a number minus x squared over a number equals 1. So we got to find the numbers. We have B. This is going to be what letter? C. C is 15. So C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So 15 squared equals A squared plus 5 squared. So 225 equals A squared plus 25. So A squared is going to equal 200. And all we need is what a squared equals. Okay? 200 there. And then 5 squared, which is 25 there. Now I'm going to check my answer just to make sure I told you right. 25 and 200. So I got them backwards. Oh, let me see. So the transverse axis is the major axis, not the minor axis. So A, and so this is actually A, not B. So that's why it's 25 and 200. Sorry about that. So this is B, B, B squared. Okay. Transverse axis endpoints are these two endpoints. The conjugate axis, this is a minor axis. Okay. If this axis length is 8, we take 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So B will equal 4. How far is it from 4 to negative 2? So the major axis length is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the major axis length is 3. So if we look at 3, 4, we just graph 1, 2, 3, 4. It's up here. 3, negative 2 is down here. Okay. If that's the major axis, okay, that's going to be an up-down one like this. Okay, so what is squared? X squared or y squared when it's up-down? So it's y squared. Oh, it's not just y squared because we have to have a center. Where's our center of 3, 4, and 3, negative 2? The center is going to be at 3. What's halfway in between 4 and negative 2? 1. The center is going to be at 3, 1. So it's y minus 1 quantity squared minus x minus 3 quantity squared equals 1, and we have to put the right numbers underneath it. We know the major axis is 3, so that is a. So a squared is 9. The minor axis is b. B squared is 16. So it should be y minus 1 squared over 9. X minus 3 squared over 16 equals 1. Y minus 1 squared, x minus 3 squared equals 1. Okay, the last one is completing the square. Okay, so 9x squared minus 18x plus blank plus or minus, and then it's 10y squared minus 40y plus blank equals negative 59. Okay, completing the square. So if we take just this part and we take 9 out, it's x squared minus 2x plus what? Well, what's half of 2? 1. 1 squared is 1. So then, if I have 9 on the outside and I put a 1 on the inside, it's negative 59 plus 9, because I really added 9 to this side. Okay. For this one, if I take a negative 10 out, I get y squared plus 4y plus blank. Okay, what's half of 4? 2. So it's y plus 2 quantity squared. 2 squared is 4. So really, if I actually move, so really it's negative 10 times 4 I'm adding, or minus 40 I'm adding over here. Okay, because I took a negative 10 out. Negative 10 times 4 is negative 40. Okay, so This is 9 on the outside, 10 on the outside, and then this side is negative 59 plus 9, which is negative 50 minus 40 is a negative 90. So to get the equation, I need a 1 on this side, so I have to divide everything by a negative 90. So it's x minus 1 squared over negative 10 plus y plus 2 quantity squared over 9 equals 1. So we want the center of this. Where's the center going to be? 1, negative 2. Completing the square. Okay? Takes a little bit to complete the square. All right, I'll put the assignment out there. I'll put the practice quiz out there. Tomorrow you'll be in groups of 2 or 3 for the test quiz. Okay? You'll be in groups of 2 or 3 for the quiz. And that'll be that. What? It'll be kind of a community pick type of thing. So you might pick and I might just rearrange just a little bit. Okay? The brothers might have to get split up.